Okay, now we've done the easy one, problem number 3. Down at the end, I've picked this problem number 10. Again, you verify that's a piece, a fraction, another fraction, and you've got in between. How about that? So that's in the middle, and you've got the pieces, you cross multiply. B minus 2 times B minus 4. Use parentheses, you've got a foiling problem. You know how to FOIL by now? You're going to learn. And then B minus 6 times the B plus 2 over here. You know how to do that? What's B times B? Sure. B squared. B there or B squared? There you go. B times that is what? Minus times a plus. Minus 4B. There you go. Now, you got to do these pieces. Negative 2 times B is what? Negative 2B or not 2B. There we go. All right. What is our negative 2 times the negative 4? Negative times negative. Come on, come on. Positivo. Yes, we're back on our lessons, aren't we? Plus 8. Got that? All of that is equal over here. What's this times this? Sure, it's the B squared. B there. And a B times a minus 6 is a minus 6B. There we are. Now I'm getting a little tight on room. You're going to have to work with me here, okay? Now the 2. Plus 2 times B plus 2 B's. And plus 2 times the negative 6. Guess what that is? Plus times negative, negativo, not positivo. 2 negatives is positive, see? So it's minus 12. There you go. Now, do you know how to solve this? Look how easy this is. What do you have right here? And what do you have right here? You know what? Those are identical on each side of the equation. You know what that means? You can cancel those out. You don't need those. So you got 4B minus 2B is what? 2B. Right there. Combine those two pieces, right? Plus 8 equals what? You got a negative 6 and a plus 2. Negative 6. The negative sign on the 6 is the larger one. So 2 from 6 is 4. But it's a negative 6, so it's a minus 4B minus 12. Is that getting complicated yet? It's trying to. Watch this. Now look, why don't I move this over here? I move that one over there. Minus 8. Minus 8. Negative 12, negative 8 is a negative what? Don't be telling me it's positive, because it's not. Negative 4. I got to add plus 4, right? Cancel, cancel. Plus 4. So 6B equals a negative 20. How about that? Does that make sense to you? Doesn't make any sense to me either. I hope I got it right. So let's go back over there. Should be, yeah, negative 12 and 2B. That's just about where we are. So there you go. B is 3 1/3. Because 6 into 20, closest is 18. So it comes out 3 2/6. That's hard to see, but that's 3 1/3. 2 6 1/3. It's a little tricky. Get the process. Come see me with questions. Good job. We'll get ready on graphing next. I hope I got that right. Okay, we are at graphing, but we're at introductory graphing level. We have chosen some material that represents what students tend to run into on the elementary algebra requirements. Now graphing is fun to do, it is not complicated, but it just is familiarity. You may not have done graphing and never passed this part of the course, weren't there that day, that week, that month, that year. Doesn't matter. We can learn it here. There's a real good example in the box on page 137. We're focused here on the end of the packet. It shows 3 different steps how to solve. It's very, very doable. It uses the transposing skills. That's what I want you to recognize. Now I put down the first problem here in column B. Okay, I want to work this problem, then I'm going to talk, maybe do another one, and then go to the next page. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll on this one. The goal here is to be able to find a set of points, an x value and a y value. You might remember that from graphing. I'll show you on a graph chart on the next pictorial. What they want you to do is get x by itself. So how do I get x? They want to find a value to substitute. What you do is here, this becomes add y to each side. Okay? Y goes away. So x equals your plus y and your plus 1. Do you see how I move the y over here? 1 plus y, or y plus 1 is what equals x. Now, what you can do is you take this y value right here and plug it in right there for x. That's how you do it. If that's what x is, so you have 5 times what? Y plus 1. That's what x equals. 5x is y plus 1. Notice the distributive we're going to use there, plus 3y, bring it down the same, equals, that's my equal sign, that's terrible. Okay, forget, you'll see you do this, all right? All right, there we go, 45. Now, the distributive, 5 times y, 5y. 5 times 1 is plus 5, plus 3y equals 45. How you doing? See how I did all that? That's y. Well, now what's 5y and 3y? Of course. 8y, why not, right? All right, minus 5, let's get the 5 over here. So minus 5 there. Do you get that? So 40 equals 8 times y. So 8 times what gives you 40? Y equals 5. How about that, genius? You got it. How'd that work out for you? Now, what you do is you go back over here to the equation. All right? X minus y equals 1. Now, let's plug the y value in there. Y is 5, x minus 5 equals 1. Got that? Well, let's move that 5. That means x equals 6. Y is 5, x is 6. X is 6, y is 5. And so that is how you would write that point on a graph and find the solution for x and y value for those two equations. It doesn't make any sense on the planet why you would do that. Well, it does later when you're solving certain problems in certain areas of geometry and algebraic derivatives out of calculus and a few other steps. So it's just teaching you how to do it. We're going to go to the other and look at the other page. Thanks.